Joining us now from Sweden, the man who adopted Arthur, Team Peak Performance member Michael Lindard. Michael, how long were you in the race when you first spotted Arthur?
Hi, we were like 4 days. So we were 4 days into the race, and it was like a transition area, and we were coming up from biking. So we're putting our bikes together, and I remember like a short fragments. I remember the dog that was like going around, and he looked like really mystery with a big wound on his back, and he looked really like a street dog. If you Google street dog, you will find a picture of Arthur.
Wow, Michael, my favorite part, and take us there to the kayak. When you realized at that point, look, we can't take this dog on the kayak. You guys went off. The dog Arthur jumped in and started swimming next to you guys. Is that true?
Yeah, we we don't have a good plan for this. It was like, what shall we do? Like, and the staff, they said you can't bring the dog; it's dangerous and stuff like that. So we were like, okay, what shall we do? We need to finish this race, and we start paddling like really slow though. But we will start paddling, and Arthur just throw himself in the river, and I don't have heart to react, Arthur, at that point. I was like, okay, Arthur, you're going with us, and I just lift him into to my lap, and I was like, okay, we're doing this together now.
Oh, I love that.
And he stayed in the boat. He actually stayed in the kayak after you pulled him in. He didn't try and swim again.
Yeah, like 10 times, kind of.
It seemed like
he was like.
It seemed like he was leaning on you guys at first, and then you all, in a sense, were leaning on each other, becoming a team.
Yeah, that's kind of way. I mean, the thing was that he was felt like, okay, we were like, at first it was like, okay, can you lay down here, Arthur, please? Like, try to find an angle because I need to paddle this boat. But then he was like, oh, I want to see the fishes, and then he jumped into the river. And then we like have to turn around and take him up in the boat again. And then he was wet, and so he got start shivering because he was freezing. It's like, ooh. So then I took my Gore-Tex jacket because it was really cold and everything was really misery. So I took my Gore-Tex jacket and put him on, and then it was like, and he liked it a lot. So we continued that, and then he would like jump in the river again, and then he's like, like. So
15, Michael, it took you guys 6 days to finish the race. How was Arthur feeling at the end? How were you feeling, and how was Arthur feeling?
I was exhausted. All the teams was exhausted. It was like, this was one of the toughest courses ever. But Arthur, he was following along. We gave him food when he finished. We get to the finish, and we were super exhausted. We maybe slept like 8 hours totally on 6 days. So we were really tired. And he has went with us. He walked with us to the hotel.
So Michael, we only have a couple seconds left. You adopted Arthur, right? He's now your dog?
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but finally we got the last papers 20 minutes before the airplane left to Sweden and Stockholm.